Coach.
Thanks, Ross. Amazing moment to be able to share with our team in the locker room. That was fun. And, championship football, you got to be at your best. And our guys were at their best. Our staff did an amazing job. I don't know that most people really can understand how hard it is to do what this team has done. And just the leadership, the focus, the will to win, the guts, and the commitment. I mean, it's just special. And I just am humbled to be a part of it, to watch it every day. And I've seen what I saw tonight, I see all the time. And, to see them play with such unbelievable teamwork, to play smart, to play with such relentless passion, to do everything we needed to do to win the game. Everything we didn't do in South Bend, we did tonight. We dominated the trenches on both sides of the ball. We needed to, as I said, coming in, we needed to be more efficient, and we did that. I mean, we did an unbelievable job, and just really proud of these guys, man. I mean, that's a 10th win, and for 10 years in a row, and any time to win 10 games, any year is an unbelievable accomplishment. But to do it in this year is almost miraculous, and just really proud of our guys. And offensively, I mean, it was special. 540 something yards. We ran for one. I think we had a total of like 33 yards, 1 yard a carry. We ran for 219 yards, 8.1 yards per carry. At 322 yards passing. And when you're efficient, running the ball, it usually affects third down. And we were 8 of 14. And on the flip side, they only rushed for 44 yards. They had more rushing yards on the first play in South Bend than they had the whole night tonight. And that's a credit to our defensive line and how they matched up with their offensive line. They were awesome. They ran for 1.5 yards per carry, 44 total yards, and 3 of 12 on third down. So we did the thing. We tied an ACC championship game record, 6 sacks. We were able to get pressure on Book, do a much better. We did a really poor job with him the first time, and in corralling him, we did a much better job tonight. The guys took great pride in their preparation, and we responded. The missed field goal was big. I think we scored in 3 plays after that. We had some stops on downs, just tremendous job. And then we played complimentary football. We had 3 punts inside the 20. We lost the field position battle in South Bend. We won it tonight. We had 3 punts inside the 20. We had a big kickoff return by Travis, and our kickoff coverage was really good. Pinned them inside the 20 a couple times. 2 for 2 on field goal. So really just a great job by the entire team. Really complimenting each other, and a lot of individual things. Travis had 10 carries, 124 yards. Trevor was amazing, threw for 300 plus and rushed for almost 100 yards. Cornell, Amari, E.J. Williams, all those guys, just so many good things. And then defensively, all those guys getting sacks. Getting pressure and from DK to Malcolm Green to Simpson, and Miles Murphy, KJ, just a tremendous Skowski. I thought he set the tone. You obviously saw the difference in him tonight. So it was a great win, something that, we came here to do, and we got it done. So now for us, we're going to enjoy this tonight. This has been a long year. It's been an incredible amount of commitment and just sacrifice by everybody to get to this point. So we'll enjoy this tonight, bus ride home, and look forward to having a little pizza party tomorrow and see what's next for the Tigers. But this was special. Everything for us goes through the ACC championship. And, if you win this league, good things have a chance to happen for you. And we were able to get it done. So just proud of our team, and hats off to Notre Dame. They've had an amazing year, incredible year. But tonight was our night, and I told our team in South Bend, storming the field, and I said, hey, there was no trophy handed out tonight. That gets handed out in Charlotte. Let's get back to work. We take care of our business. We'll see them again. And these guys went and lived that, and we played our best game. We had unbelievable preparation. We've gotten better and better and better. We've gotten healthier and healthier and healthier. And it was good to see us play our best game on the biggest stage tonight.
Line is now open for questions.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Groves from CUTigers.com. You listed all the reasons that Trevor Lawrence should be the Heisman Trophy winner this year. I thought one of the plays that impressed me the most was that block that he made on 3rd and 7 deep in your own end that sprung Travis for the first down. Does that just kind of epitomize who he is, the type of competitor he is? And also regarding that drive, you've done that a few other times this season, at least twice, I think, just before the halftime, gone the length of the field to get a field goal or score just before halftime. How much did those experiences help you with that drive?
Well, it's just huge. I mean, huge. But that particular play with Trevor was awesome. I mean, but that's just who he is. He made a lot of checks tonight. He checked some great plays. We empower him because he can handle it, and he made some great decisions. They didn't fool him. He just didn't hold it quite long enough on that one interception. But man, he made some big time plays. But that's just who he is, and all the Heisman stuff and all that. I mean, listen, he just wants to win, and the Heisman's almost become a stat award. It's all about who's got the best stats, and he could have all kinds of stats, and he hadn't played in a bunch of fourth quarters in his career, but he's a winner, man. He's 34-1, and I know it's not a career award and all that, but this guy's been doing it every year since he's been here. He's been in 2 national championships. And that's not a knock on anybody else out there, but it's so obvious who the best player in the country is, and I hate to even have to campaign for him, but it's like sometimes I think people just take him for granted, like it's just easy what he does, and it's unbelievable what he does. And the fact that he can make it look the way he does is just furthers how special he is. So amazing performance for him tonight.
Dabo, it's Dennis Dodd from CBS Sports. Does Notre Dame deserve to be in, and why?
Absolutely, Notre Dame deserves to be in because they're daggone 10-1. They played 11 games. They lost to Clemson. All right, they stepped in the ring with Clemson twice. Won one, lost one, and it obviously didn't go their way tonight. But that's football. They played 11 games, and absolutely they deserve to be in. There ain't no doubt about that. No way would I punish someone for playing more games. That's what we seem to be doing. We want to reward people for playing less games and punish people for playing more. And I don't get that. There's no doubt in my mind Notre Dame should be in.
What kind of accomplishment was it just playing for anybody that played 11 games this year?
Say that again?
What kind of accomplishment was it for anybody that played 11 games this year?
It's incredible. And listen, that's these teams, the sacrifice, the commitment. And we had one kid positive in Tallahassee, one. And we ain't had anybody since. And I mean, the amount of sacrifice and commitment that these players have had to make, and to have a chance to play week in and week out, and you're not around anybody, and and not only that, Dennis, we had 72 guys. That's the most in the history of our school. 72 guys make a 3.0 or better this fall. Mm-hmm. So that's why we win. These guys are young people of excellence. They're committed. They sacrifice. They challenge each other. There's accountability. We get better as we go, and it's incredible. And I'm hats off to our league. I'm really proud of our league and how we navigated this season, but especially these guys in the locker room, man. They fought to play, and they fought to get here, and then they laid it on the line for each other tonight and played just. I mean, it was just incredible. I mean, incredible performance, dominant, and you just all you can do is just tip your hat to these young men.
Good. Thank you.
The Post and Courier, I believe after Trevor came off the field for the first time, you kind of embraced him and gave him a hug. What'd you say to him in that moment?
That's between me and Trevor. But, I know I told him I loved him and appreciated him, and that was kind of a cool moment, an opportunity to be able to send DJ in there and let him come out and kind of have Kurt call. There's never a player that's earned it. It's him.
Coach, it's Trevor again. Xavier Thomas was out tonight. Is he injured or is he just unavailable?
Yeah, he's just unavailable.
Okay. And Coach, the targeting call on Nolan, obviously regrettable. He'll miss the first half of the semifinal. Just how disappointing is that?
Well, it's a tough break. I mean, just bang play, and that's the right call. I hope they got the call right. Unfortunately, but hate it. He's just. I mean, I've said this a couple times. Nolan Turner's playing as good a football as any safety we've had since I've been at Clemson. I mean, it's incredible how well he's playing and how smart he is. He's a quarterback back there. And you put him and Skowski in there, and it's just amazing, how they complement each other. But, fortunately, through this crazy year of 2020, we've had to play a lot of guys and had to develop a lot of depth. We got Landon Sanders back. So it's going to be tough on us to not have Nolan for a half. But, Joseph and Sanders, Jalen and all the rest of the guys, Ray, Tyler, they'll step up and do a good job for them.
Dabo, this is Gene and
David
Charles.
ESPN. Just to kind of piggyback on that, I'm curious, would you like to see that rule changed or adjusted, and particularly when it, I think like in baseball, if you get suspended at the end of the regular season, it doesn't count for the playoffs. Like when it impacts a game like this, that's pretty significant, I would think. Would you like to see the NCAA reconsider how they institute that carryover penalty?
Well, I think they've made some adjustments, and the intent of the rule was good, and we want to take that helmet type contact out of the game, and so I think they've made some adjustments where at least guys aren't having to do the walk of shame and things like that, and I wish there was a way to measure intent and but I think they've done as good a job as they can with it right now. And they have reviews and all that type of stuff. And for the most part, they've gotten it right. So it's just definitely, for the safety of the game.
Dabo, this is Gene in Charleston. I know you've talked a lot about the depth of your guys, but what about the versatility? A guy like Simpson, a freshman, you've got corner blitzes tonight, just especially on defense, all the versatility that your guys can do so many different things.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we try to do. We try to, not line up in the same thing every play, and keep, we try to be diverse and versatile in our scheme and our personnel groupings, and then we've developed some young players throughout the season, which has allowed us to have some versatility in our packages, and Brent does as good a job as anybody out there, and as the rest of our staff, in utilizing our guys. And so it's been good, to develop some good depth. We've been kind of forced into that. We've started more guys on defense this year than any year ever since Brent's been here. So, that paid off for us tonight.
Coach, Leo Haggerty with It Sports Magazine. In this unprecedented run of ACC championships, your team has stepped up every time. Have you done anything from a coaching standpoint, you and your staff, extra motivation, or is this just the culture of Clemson coming up to the forefront?
Well, I mean, we just do what we do. And, we've got a great culture. It's rooted in the right things. We have good players. We try to be consistent in our recruiting and evaluation and development. We start over every year. We don't carry anything over. We don't assume anything. We go back to work. Just like we'll enjoy this tonight, but we'll reset tomorrow and get locked in on what's next and have fun doing that. So every year is a new journey, a new challenge, and again, we've got a staff that really loves each other and cares about each other, enjoys working together, and that certainly resonates to your team as well.
Thank you, Coach.
Hey, Dabo, David with ESPN again. I know we talked a lot about your guys getting up for big games. I'm curious what Brent is like before a game like this, and particularly when it's a rematch against a team that had some success against his defense. He's an intense guy, I think, day to day. Do you see anything different about him or in the way that he attacks a moment like this?
No, I'd be disappointed if I did. If to be quite honest with you, if you dropped in a helicopter, and watched us practice, all week, whatever that was for the Citadel, and you watched us practice this week, and if you saw anything different, I'd be very disappointed. I think the key to our consistency, 10 plus win seasons in a row, is the secret sauce, if you will, is we prepare the same every week. We don't change anything. We don't change our demeanor, our temperament. All right, let's really meet this week. Let's meet extra. Let's practice hard. No, in fact, we practiced less this week than we did for the Citadel because it was earlier in the season and periods were longer. This was our 20th week, so I think you got to be smart. You got to manage the team the right way. But no, we don't do anything different. We just do what we do. Monday's Monday, Tuesday's Tuesday, Wednesday's Wednesday. We do. There's nothing in any game all throughout the season. We do the same things. The only thing different this week is we had an open date, so we were able to. We weren't on the field quite as long. We able to shorten things a little bit because we had some prep time last week.
Coach Trevor, again on that 4th and 1 at the end of the first half when Travis broke the long touchdown run. I think Trevor spiked the ball on 3rd down. Did he do that deliberately, knowing, or did he think that you had the first down, or did he spike it knowing that it was 3rd down? And number 2, also just how much deliberation went into that play call? I don't know a lot of teams that would have run the ball with less than 30 seconds left at midfield.
Yeah, well, we had a timeout, and what happened was we had a miscommunication. Somebody said it was a first down, and so we had already talked about if we got a first down, we were going to clock it. And so we heard first down, and we're going clock, and so they lining up to clock it, and we can't get their attention. Then when we realized that it wasn't a first down, and so now we're screwed up. And so I had a decision to make there, either because I knew he was fixing to clock it on 3rd down. I thought it was first down, and so I could have used my timeout or let him clock it, and let's see if we can make the 4th down play and keep my timeout. And so we just let it go. But obviously we never clocked the ball on 3rd down there in that situation. But just a miscommunication. We literally thought it was a first down and immediately signaled for clock, and then they said it wasn't first down, and they were lining up to clock it, and it was, like I said, the only way I was going to stop it was to use my timeout, and I didn't want to do that. So then we had a good play call. We wanted to get the first down. I could run it because I had a timeout, and so that was our plan.
Coach Leo Haggerty again. Coach Leo Haggerty again. 16 is now, I think, 34-1, and Clemson has never won a Heisman Trophy. Why does this guy not even get considered now? All of a sudden, everybody's talking about everybody else. This guy's the best player in the country, isn't he?
Yeah, you got to ask somebody else that to me. Deshaun Watson couldn't win it, even though he was the best player. A couple years there. I can't answer that. I mean, and listen, I hate even having to even campaign for him, if you will. But again, it's become a stat award, and it's so media driven, and for whatever reason, a lot of it, and they say, he missed 2 games. Well, heck, he's played 9 games. he's played more games than most other people. He's played 9 games, and he's unbelievable. And, you know, he doesn't play in every fourth quarter. I mean, we can leave him out there and just rack up stats and all that. To me, it's not about stats. It's about who's the best player. And he's the best player, period. And that's just, yeah. And there's a lot of great players in college football, but there's only one Trevor Lawrence. And he's a generational player. He's such a humble young man, unbelievable work ethic, unbelievable commitment, graduated in 3 years, incredible commitment to excellence, just sacrifices. I mean, this kid fought to play football this year, and he in a year where everybody's opting out and this and that, man, here's this guy. If anybody had a reason that could opt, it was him, and he's fighting to go play football. I mean, it's incredible. And again, if you can't watch Trevor, and I think he just does things so easily, sometimes people just don't appreciate it. So, you know, I don't know. I can't answer your question.
Thank you, Coach, for trying.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Dabo,
Swinney.
this is Anna Hickey with Clemson 24/7. How special was the defensive line performance tonight, interior and the ends, and containing Ian Book?
It's awesome. I mean, that's what we needed to do. You know, we weren't going to win the game if we didn't play better in the trenches on both sides. And, you know, these guys have been beat up since we played at Notre Dame. And, you know, our offensive line's terrible and our defensive line this and that. And you know, they know that wasn't the case. Man, it was just great execution on their part tonight. I mean, on both sides of the line. That guy's a really good player, man. He is a nightmare. To sack him 6 times, and really had a couple more opportunities, but to sack him 6 times, just relentless effort and pursuit, and again, great preparation and execution. So just a lot better job. And then the flip side, offensively, you know, our ability to run the football and win the trenches with our offensive line, you know, was probably the most special part of the night. And we protected well. You know, I know Trevor took one late there, which is actually smart. I'm glad he didn't throw it. But we did a nice job up front on both sides.
We'll take 2 or 3 more.
Coach Swinney.
Yep.
Hey, it's Chris Idell from Hermiston Radio. Congratulations on winning 6 straight down there in Charlotte.
Thank you.
Just out of the 6 teams you won in the ACC title, which one is the best one? This one tonight, or the one that you won your first one years ago?
Oh man, that's like asking me which one of my 3 boys are my favorite. You know, I love all 3 of my sons, and all these teams. I think we had the 6 in a row, and then the 11 team. So all 7 of them are special, and they're like your children. You know, they're all special. They're all unique. They all have different challenges. I will say this: I've never had a team deserve it more than this group. They deserved it. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I've never had a team, obviously, that's been challenged with the things that this team has had to face this year. And, you know, they've had to sacrifice. I mean, it's just been incredible. So this team, man, they deserved it. And I'm just really happy for them. But, you know, they're all special to me. That 2011 team, man, that was the first one in 20 years at Clemson. That was a big deal. And then we don't get a chance to win 6 in a row if it wasn't for that 15 team, 16 team, 17 team, and 18, 19. You know, so it's special to be a part of it.
We'll take one more if anybody's got one. All right. In lieu of any additional questions, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.